Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Rena and I'm a YouTuber based in Delta State, Nigeria. Please do well to subscribe. Please consider subscribing so that we can get to 100 subscribers. And for my OGs, for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back. I appreciate the love and support you guys constantly show me. So from the title of today's video, you know what today's video is about. It's about things I wish I knew before starting pharmacy school. Yes, things maybe if someone had told me about, I would have mentally prepared, or I would have just prepared my mind that this is what I'm going in for. So I really hope this video helps a pharmacy student or a student that is aspiring to read pharmacy in the university. So please make sure to keep on watching till the end. So thank you. So I wrote down a list of points. So let's get, first one is learning never stops. Yes, in pharmacy school, learning never stops. I don't really know how this thing works. Like when you think you've learned enough, you know a lot, the next thing to just hit you that, my dear, you still have to keep on reading. For example, when I stay my IT, I was thinking, okay, at least the place I know to an extent, maybe if they ask me question, I'll be able to answer and all. My dear, when they ask me some kind of questions, I'm just like, is this under this topic, or maybe it's just me in general? Like maybe because I'm not the type that I like to read very broad or like outside my scheme of work. Like maybe a lecturer comes and tells us that, okay, this where I'm going to be teaching you from. So I'm going to teach you from here to here. This is what you need to know for your exam. I'm that kind of person that whatever the lecturer gives me, that's just what I'm just going to learn, because the most important thing is to pass the exam. I've been here now. So I've actually come to understand that in your free time as a pharmacy student, you still need to read to just help yourself grow, so that by the time you start practicing, by the time you become a pharmacist, it will be easier for you to relate to some certain cases you just see. Yes. So the next point is find the learning system that works best for you. Yes, this part, oh my goodness, it's not easy. Like, just find the niche that works best for you. If it's going for night class that works for you, if it's reading in the morning, if it's reading during the daytime, or like reading at night. Because I'm this kind of person that I can read at any point in time, but I just prefer going for night class because I feel like I can interact with my classmates more. And if I'm feeling tired or like unmotivated, by the time I see people reading, by the time I see them discussing, I'll just be like, okay, yes, I can actually, if they can actually do it. So me, I'm the kind of person that I enjoy going for night class. So just find what works for you, because assuming somebody told me that you need to find the niche that works for you, maybe I would have probably prepared my mind better that, okay, everybody's not the same. Yes. So the next point is you would make sacrifices. If you're a pharmacy student, or like if you're in the medical field, you definitely have to make sacrifices. Honestly, like you would sacrifice going out for reading, or like going to some social gatherings for reading, or even for sleep, because you feel like that's the only time you actually have to just rest your mind or just relax because of the pressure. Like in pharmacy school, imagine having class from 8 to 6. Then the next day you have to submit manual, you still have tests, you still have to read because exam is getting closer, and maybe your friend's birthday is that same day. It's like the night party around it. So like, which one will you choose? Like, which one is actually more realistic? My dear, it's just sacrificing the fact that, okay, you would miss the birthday party and say, okay, sorry, this is why I could not attend. But maybe your friend may actually feel bad in the sense that should be like every time is always book. That can't you just sacrifice a little? But they would actually not understand. It's only somebody that is in pharmacy school or someone that is in medical field that will understand that sometimes you just have to just sacrifice the things you love so that you can just get done with the degree, so that you can just come out with the first class or the second class upper you want, or basically just make good grades for yourself. And even and sometimes there are some courses that you need to pass with 60, in the sense that when you get 50 is a carryover. So courses like that, they actually need more effort. Yes, they need more effort, because if you get 50, they'll be like, no, 50 is a carryover because the pass mark is 60. So courses like that, you need to put more priority to them than courses that you can pass with 50. You get. The next point is dealing with stress. Like this point, I'm not sure it's everybody that can deal with stress. Like people deal with stress under different circumstances, like emotional stress, mental stress, physical stress. Like in pharmacy school, you my dear, you will experience everything, all the kind of stress. You will experience it, because it's not easy. Like it's not everybody that can deal with some kind of certain stress, like school stress, in the sense that you have a lot of things to do under a short period of time. Like your brain is fed up, like you just need to rest, but you cannot rest because next day you have exam. That kind of thing, like you will just be emotionally drained. It just takes a determined person, somebody that is willing to put the effort, like the will of God, to just deal with that kind of stress. Because some people, they can just say, I beg, I'm not doing again. Pharmacy is not for me. Pharmacy is not for everybody. It's not a do or die affair. It just takes a determined person to deal with the stress of pharmacy school. Because if you think you cannot be stressed, nothing in this life can stress you. Come to pharmacy school. God, oh. Come to pharmacy school. And I feel like no matter what anybody tells you, like pharmacy school is stressful, do not really hit you till you experience it by yourself. Because people are different. There are some people that can work perfectly under pressure, under stress, but there's some people that under stress they will just say, please, I'm no longer doing. So like I feel like even though people keep on telling you pharmacy school is stressful, pharmacy school will drain you, till you experience it, you would not fully understand that pharmacy school is stressful. Yes. So guys, the next point is the scope of work. Pharmacy is a faculty and it's also a department, and under the faculty of pharmacy there are sub departments under. So like before you actually graduate and actually become a pharmacist, you would have to undergo all the departments. Like you have to pass through all the departments. Like you have to learn them like in different levels, like maybe like in 200 level. Now there's some courses that you would learn, then in 300 level you now add some extra courses to it again. So you will see that in a particular course there are like 6 lecturers for just one course, and maybe out of that 6 lecturers, maybe like 4 we say they want to set continuous assessments, and there will be practicals. You also have to write exams. So like you see that you have a lot of things to learn under a very short period of time. And if you are learning reading pharmacy in a public university because of ASU strike, so by the time ASU now comes back from strike, you will now see that they will now rush people. So you will now have a lot of things to learn under that, maybe like 2 months. Even sometimes it doesn't even reach 2 months, maybe like 1 month and 2 weeks. You now see that you have to learn that very, very, very cumbersome workload under a short period of time. And that one say you won't be stressed, you'll be drained, but you just have to do it because I mean it's what you signed up for. Yeah. So the next point is time management. I feel like if you ask any pharmacy students what is their most difficult challenge in pharmacy school, they'll just tell you time. Because if you're in pharmacy school, you will see that the 24 hours in a day is not even enough for you. You will just be like, it's already dark already, because you would always be occupied. Like there's always something that will always keep you occupied. Like you would not even know, maybe like it can be practicals, it can be class, it can be CA, or you can be reading. But like if you are reading, you're not seeing that the workload is plenty. Before you know, it's already the next day, time for exam or time for CA, you must write. So I just feel like if you're a pharmacy student, you should just you should read the part you understand most. Like don't just try and read everything. Like read everything, but read some parts more than some parts, because like maybe there's some lecturers that you know that this particular person, the lecturer in certain questions, lecturer very friends. So like just give more attention to that particular lecturer's part more than the rest. Like read the rest too, but also give preference to some more than the others. Yes. And also in what they call it under this time management, I just feel like if you're a pharmacy student, you should just learn to just manage your time. It's not easy. Me, I'm just saying you should learn, because even myself, I'm still learning, because it's not easy. By the time you see that you have to fill manuals, do a lot of things, CA, before you know, it's the next day already. So just try, just keep on giving it your best. If you're a pharmacy student and you're watching me, or you want to read pharmacy, I'm telling you, just keep on doing your best. So guys, last point is networking. That is why I kept it last, because even me too, I'm still trying to network because it's really not easy. Like when I was in 100 level, I'm not sure I knew up to like five of my senior colleagues. I was just there minding my business, because I'm like, why should I network with them? Like why should I interact with them? Why should I ask them questions? I mean, I beg, I can do it on my own. That was just my mindset. But like when I entered 200 level, I discovered that like no man is an island on his own. You actually need help in every every aspect of your life, especially if you're in pharmacy school, because you just need information, because information is key. Like information is very vital. Like it was in pharmacy school that I realized that this thing, keep on hearing information. Like information is like, it is vital. Like it's actually very vital. Like you need information to actually help you grow, to like help your mental health in pharmacy school. Because maybe in a particular question, there's some lecturers that they like word to word, but they won't tell you. But if it's a senior colleague you meet, the senior colleague will tell you that okay, this particular lecturer likes word to word, so please give her like that, or give him like that, so that you get your complete mark. But if you don't meet a senior colleague, how will you know that particular information? Or in the sense that maybe this particular lecturer, the lecturer likes repeating past question, read past question. If you don't meet a senior colleague, how will you know that this particular lecturer likes repeating past questions? So you have to read the past questions, so that it will help you, and it will even ease the time you will spend on that particular lecturer part. So even when you leave pharmacy school safe, by the time you leave pharmacy school, the people you interacted with, or people that you interact with that are also in your field, but they are in higher places than when you interact with them, meet them for advice. So sir, please don't, I just finished pharmacy school, I'm looking for a place for internship. So even in your NYC, even during your NYC or during your internship, you actually just need to interact with people to help you. Because me too, I'm also learning to interact with people, because it's not easy. Even interacting with your classmates, like during maybe like forming study group, or like before a particular exam or CA, you guys will just meet, collaborate, and just like discuss one or two things. Like it will actually help you, because you never can tell where the questions will come out from. You will maybe be surprised that even that part that you guys just discussed before the exam, that is the number one question on, or like you won't sit in the exam. Like that happened to me countless of occasions. So like I'm not saying to tell you that if you're this kind of person that you're an introvert, or like you just like your own space, you like to mind your business in pharmacy school, if you see people gathered, go and meet them. And what's happening? What are you guys discussing? Because it will help you. You just never can tell. Like that's just the crazy thing about this pharmacy school. Like you can never tell. Like it is so unpredictable, because each level has its own different struggle. So just interact, network. So like I'm also telling you, and I'm also telling myself to interact, because to actually help us. So that's just it. So let me just in the comment section, what did you wish you knew before you started pharmacy school? So just let me know that in the comment section. So if you've watched up to this point and you learned something, please consider subscribing, or please subscribe so that we can grow. Please let's subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for always watching me, guys.